I make a great habit of only paying attention to the podcast I'm doing and never getting distracted.
Yeah, I never look at other things. No, I like it unbuttoned. This is the opening of the show.
Hey, ladies, you want to come to my?
Look at that.
Oh my God, it's like our carpet got a fucking.
Not bad. It's not bad, considering how unmasculine I am in many ways.
It looks like a mangy dog. It looks like the Mexican idea of the chupacabra's skin would look like.
I have bad news about your goats, sir. I have sucked all of them. You know that's what chupacabra means? The goat sucker?
So it's
And in Spanish, it has
blows
the implication
goats.
of it sucking their blood, but I don't know if it's English or me, but that implies sucking goats' dicks to me.
That is both English, you, and probably the Spanish people are like,
We'll tell them that it has like a implication of blood, but we mean penises. Remember one time I asked my Spanish teacher how to say suck, and she was like, careful how you use that. Like she was renting me a gun out of like a locker. Like, careful how you use this. You might talk about penises in my class now.
Don't offer blowjobs to busboys around town now.
¿Tú quieres chupar? ¿Tú quieres chupar? Stop it. No, we all speak English and do not want a blowjob from you. In your old Spanish student?
In your garbage Spanish accent.
I have an excellent Spanish accent.
You know, the way your camera is set up right now, it looks like you have a webcam because it's catching just a little bit of keyboard.
This is my laptop. I'm smart, and my laptop has a camera on it. That's the story this tells.
I'm about to buy a laptop. It's probably going to be a gigantic financial mistake.
Why? You have a computer.
Because I want to start doing more shows on the road and shit so that I can just, like, do the laptop.
Did you take this to Akron?
Yeah. It was
Christ.
It was a lot. And also, like, I only got, like, 5 or 6 more uses, like, actually bringing this places before that box I bring it in is destroyed. And the next box I would buy is a Pelican case. So that's, like, $1,000. I'm like, why don't I just get a fucking laptop and never move the desktop?
Bazinga. Speaking of it being a bit.
It's just bits.
It's bits. That's this show. You're experiencing it currently. You're welcome.
Oh, God. My girlfriend put, like, a pound of sugar in this, and it is perfect.
I put a lot of vodka in this.
Nice. I can't wait till I can start drinking again. By the way, for those of you
it's
who
going to make my headache not worse.
I think that's a problem. So, yeah, I drink to make the headaches go away. I'm like, ibuprofen exists. Doesn't work.
Where's the headache from? Well, I'll never tell, but
it's probably liquor.
Now, I did that thing where I tried to cheat God yesterday by being like, well, I can drink like I don't have work tomorrow as long as I start at noon. But then I still went to bed drunk.
And that's the problem. This is a public service announcement. 2 things. 1, I'm not drinking or doing or taking caffeine until December 1st. So if there's a dip in the podcast, it's because of that. And 2,
Also, I'm drinking 4 Connor, so it's also because of that.
we have a fine balance here, and it's thrown off. It's like a saltwater fish tank. It's all fucked up now.
Stop talking about fish, you fucking... You both have signature hats now, I just realized.
I also have a skull cap, so I don't know if there's signature, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but you don't wear the skull cap on the podcast, and you do wear that on the podcast.
Touche.
So I think that now we need to make a logo that's these hats. And they're on a beach, like Corona commercials.
Are you on your Wi-Fi or are you on service?
Wi-Fi, I think.
Switching to service makes it better. You have Verizon.
I am rooms away from my router.
Yeah, if you have Verizon, it might be good in your room. I know it's...
You have Verizon. Oh, I'm going to run out of battery.
You have outlets for that.
Why
not use your computer?
My oh,
God.
Can you hear me? My microphone is muted. No, it's not. There you are.
What's up? So, are you on Verizon now?
Yes.
I think it's...
Can you see all of my fingers right now?
No. But I think it might help with the audio. I can tell. It's blurry, but I get the idea.
We should do a bit instead of just discussing our lives. That's what we want to hear.
The bit is an alcoholic going to bed every night drunk and waking up in the morning very, very...
Not a bit. That's a sad story told in households across the country.
It's building to something.
Okay.
Waking up in the morning, every morning hungover, and blaming the devil. That's what I was kidding.
Oh, I like this. I like this.
I do what I do every single night. I have a full shots of tequila, I go to sleep, and I wake up in the morning and I feel awful and I blame the devil.
Darlene Baphomet's in my head again with his hell hammers.
There was a goat tap dancing on my skull because I believed in Jesus last night.
That's what I'm going through for the Lord. Ask me another O'Doul's. Wait, no, O'Doul's is not alcoholic. That wouldn't work. What about if non-alcoholic beer should still give you a hangover? Like, you still get drunk, but you wake up the next morning like, I remember last night, but holy fuck.
I feel awful. Well, yeah, that's just it. Like, if you drank 8 O'Doul's before you go to bed, you'd be just as fucked up as if you drank like 8 Coca-Colas, not even with rum in them. You're still gonna feel like shit the next day. Like, I drank 8 Cokes last night.
And I don't get non-alcoholic beer. Like, you were drinking it for the taste?
I had non-alcoholic Heineken once, and I felt like it was good. It tasted good, but it did not scratch the itch. I feel like...
And clearly, if you're the type of person that has to be drinking non-alcoholic beers because you're an alcoholic, you weren't drinking beer because of the taste. You were drinking it to get fucked up. So you can't do that anymore. Just drink something good, like root beer.
I feel like non-alcoholic beer is a gateway drug to going back to drinking. Because if you get to the point...
Oh, no. I accidentally drank a real beer. Sorry, honey. I'm going to hit the kids again.
Listen, I just need something. I'll settle for not even boozing it. I'm like, yeah, you see, that's the issue right there. Because they did something so bad. They're like, I just want to be near it.
Dumb.
That's the reason that pedophiles have restraining orders against schools. Because you're like, you might not do anything, but I don't like that you're just like, I want to be close to it. Just let me be within 50 feet of booze, okay? I don't like the tone of your voice there, buddy.
You know what they should do? They should make pedophiles like, you have to be an alcoholic. That's your thing now. Because right now, touching kids is your thing. We're going to get you a new thing. And it's, you ruin children's birthday parties by falling on things instead of touching them.
They should, like, assign hobbies to pedophiles. Like, if more pedophiles got into aquariums, then they wouldn't be pedophiles. That was kind of throwing me under the bus there, but I'm not a pedophile, so I'll be okay.
The aquarium.
Because the aquarium. Like, just get an obsession like that, and then you can stave away the demon thoughts. What do you think I do? Not for kids. Anyway.
I sentence you to be really into golf. Wait a minute. He did what to how many kids? Not hearts enough. I sentence you to like aquariums.
No! No.
Don't throw the book at me, Judge! I'll have to learn so many new words that only a piece of shit would know.
Like loach. What the fuck is a loach?
Yes, like loach.
I sentence you to be really into racquetball. No!
I'm gonna have to move. There's none in my area. Well, you have to move because your neighbors have a kid, but so yeah.
You now work at a Whole Foods. It's not really an obsession. You know the kind of person I'm talking about.
No. You need to have long, straight gray hair now.
You need to have a bald ponytail, you piece of shit.
You're going to be very ironically called Grandpa Jeff.
No matter, even though you're just 40, and your boss is 22.
Why don't they just make pedophiles live in those gated communities for old white people?
Yeah, well, because they have nieces and nephews who visit.
True. I used to deliver pizza to one of those, and they were super zealous about, like, I showed up with pizza in the car and a sign on top of my car, and they were like, what house are you going to? We'll call them. Like, what am I going to do? Do donuts on your stupid lawns? And then all of those people elected the worst guy ever.
In 2016, yes.
Yeah, Joe Biden's not the worst guy ever.
Second worst. Congratulations, dude.
I don't know. Obama's worse than him.
I was not into politics during the Obama administration, so I have nothing but
No one had to be.
Oh, good. No, dude, I have a mad fucking headache from driving and zero caffeine. I had decaf coffee for the first time the other day. I felt like an idiot just drinking decaf.
I get coffee. I get because there's a certain ritual to coffee.
I wake up in the morning, have a cup of decaf coffee, and then blow your head off. It should be the fucking routine.
Love that country song. I wake up in the morning and I have a cup of decaf.
I kill myself at the end of the song. Bang.
Wake up in the morning and I have a cup of decaf. I go get my gun because nothing makes me laugh. My world feels gray like it's desaturated. Something's got to rhyme with desaturated that has to do with death.
Ever since my kid got molested.
I was going to go with it. Now my skull looks like it's been deflated.
Nice. He's got that soft baby skull after the twins through it.
I hate that babies have that. Like, I don't want to be fucking around that thing.
You see the baby helmets? I love those things, man.
I like all baby equipment from afar. I don't want to be around the things, but I like when, like, there's a baby leash, or this is a special chair for a baby. All these things.
That's ridiculous.
Because I would like them to be full-sized, and so I can just get loaded and be like, I'm gonna fucking going on here. All right. Where'd you go?
Where'd you go, asshole?
My desk is so wobbly and Goodwill that when I touched it, it bounced enough to turn the phone off because the button is sitting on the desk.
I thought this was a webcam. Kellen, it's a webcam, remember?
Oh, I'm pressing a space bar. I did it!
There it goes. What the actual fuck?
Okay, folks, let's do a segment. Then we'll have to do bits. My media obsession. Other than the second Dune book, because none of you ingrates will read it. Fuck you, fans. All two of you.
It really looked like that was directly to me, just so we're clear.
No, I'm pointing at the fan. It looks like it to you, but to them, they know. They know what they did. God damn it!
You get nothing.
You gave the Slugworth. No, so it's Rango. It's the film Rango, which I think we have to have talked about on the pod before.
It's a phenomenal film, just so we're clear.
I had read Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and I was like, I want more of this, but I'm not just going to watch the movie of a book I literally just read.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll watch Rango. And Johnny Depp's still wearing that shirt. And it's pretty good.
And Johnny Depp plays two roles.
I mean, he doesn't. I don't know if he voices the guy.
Yeah, he did. The guy said all word.
What?
The guy, Johnny Depp, the guy in the car in the beginning.
Does he do voice work?
They literally did Fear and Loathing in the beginning.
I know they did Fear and Loathing, but that guy doesn't talk.
I thought he said that's crazy, man, or some shit like that.
Oh, maybe.
He literally said a line. And Johnny Depp, if Johnny Depp didn't voice that, I'd be pissed.
That's so fucking dumb. If Johnny Depp.
They're like, it just came on set, like, guys, really, I'm right here. I can do it. I don't mind. I'm not going to charge you extra or anything like this. I'm in the booth. And they're like, we just don't want to.
We got a guy. And Amber Heard walked in and, like, broke his back.
Who?
Amber Heard, his wife that beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I don't think they're married anymore.
Weird if they were.
There was a real tough time for me where I couldn't like Johnny Depp as much because he had beat his wife. But then it turns out that his wife had beaten him and then told everybody that he beat her, which is like two things to do.
Yeah. Super. Yeah, there was the recording came out like months ago, and now finally people are doing shit about it. I don't get it.
I don't know.
The recordings came out like a long time ago, and I don't know why nothing happened for so long. It was weird.
The recordings were a defect. The guy that did Johnny Depp's voice in Rango, that guy was at
That guy actually cucked Johnny Depp, so high five for that guy.
And Johnny Depp didn't mind because she beat the shit out of him.
He's like, yeah, sure, dude, fuck her. He's like, really? Really? You're gonna be this cool about it?
Some guy cucks Johnny Depp and he goes, wow, your wife is into some crazy shit. That wasn't BDSM, dude. She was just beating you up. The boner is on you.
You know what? You can have her.
That's a great slogan.
The boner.
Look, buddy, the boner's on you.
We need to start coming up with slogans that we can put on T-shirts that people might actually buy and wear.
Do you know what I almost just said? And they won't buy this T-shirt.
The boner
Here's
is
boner in you, kid. Like boners, but now it's a callback to the pedophile.
And then he throws a towel at him, and it just fucking shatters on his face.
Was that a pane of glass?
No.
I do jerk off on those sometimes, though.
Panes of glass. Mostly my phone during cum tributes, which you were the first person who told me about them, and now I've seen multiple. Like, I think my...
Are you searching them, or is it...
No. I think, like, I'll be scrolling through... You know how, like, when you first get to Pornhub, and you're just, like, you're on the landing page, so you're just scrolling a little bit?
Landing page of Pornhub, yeah.
Yeah. You're like, what's up on here? On whatever device. And then, like, usually by the 5th or 6th one, it's a cum tribute. And I'm like, I blame Kellen for this. Because I
spend too much around your phone. I just love the concept of those. Like, okay, whatever weird sex thing you're doing, like, I get why you would jerk off on a picture of someone. I don't get how it helps, but I can understand that psychically. Thinking that someone wants to watch you do that is weird. And people want to watch them do that. It's the thing that drives me fucking insane. It fucking kills my screen. I go so insane because there are people that are like, yeah, I want to connect with my brother who also loves Captain Katsuragi from whatever anime she's in, and I want to see him jizz on a figurine of her. The only real flesh in this will be the flesh of another man. I'm not gay. I just also want to jerk off on Captain Katsuragi.
I don't know who that is, but I don't care.
She's one of the main ones in Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is the one where they fight in big robots. One of the ones. She's an alcoholic, so I like her.
Ah, therefore cool. Got it. As we all know, alcoholics equal good and relatable every time. We definitely don't ruin lives. No, like I've listened to a lot of podcasts that are like, oh yeah, comics always lose it once they go sober. Like if you're a comic and then you go sober, you lose it. And I went sober.
Yeah, how are our views right now?
The podcast is trash. I've been doing far better on stage, and I'm like, what the fuck? I think I have to moderately drink so I can continue to be decent at both.
You never drank on stage though, so.
Yeah, but what I have started doing is mainlining 4 Sprites before I go on stage.
There's not even anything in Sprites.
Sugar. I no caffeine, man. I'm dying.
You're using drugs like a 12-year-old.
I have.
Oh, I'm sleepy. I can't drink myself to sleep. How about a fucking Tylenol?
Bitch, maybe. I might start doing lean. You know what my favorite thing to do every time I get a cold is? I don't know.
What?
Every time I get a cold, I become a rapper. I drink lean every time I get a cold. It's awesome. Totally recommend it.
I would drink lean, but although that's just a mixed drink, because it's alcohol in the thing that's making you sleepy, and then you cut it with something that tastes better than NyQuil.
Yeah, 7-Up and Jolly Ranchers, and then liquor, and then liquor, and then mostly syrup. Just a little bit of vodka, just a splash. You don't really have to. Honestly, it doesn't do much.
This is syrupless lean, then, I guess.
It's a syrup.
7-Up and vodka feels to me like the most alcoholic mixed drink, because it is just both super basic. It's like...
No, fucking Long Island, man. What are you talking about? It's alcohol mixed with alcohol.
No. But you get that at a bar. Yeah. I don't have all that alcohol here, because I'm not drinking it to make mixed drinks.
Dude, ever since we got that bar cart, we're starting to become the people who are like, all right, what's your drink of choice? Okay, we're going to make sure that we haven't stocked of it.
Yeah, it's because you bought a bar cart and not because you're slowly becoming a domestic couple.
I don't have chest hair. I can't be a dad. I'm sorry.
You could be a gay dad.
Or a Swedish one. Any Swedish dad looks like an otter, but grown up, you know?
Otters have hair.
They might have hair, but it's like slicked back and it looks like it's all one piece, you know?
They're constantly lubricated.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not for sex, for getting through crevices.
Yeah.
I wish that the different types of gay people actually had powers. Like bears could climb trees really well and swipe your face off with a paw.
Bears, you want around in a fist fight kind of situation. And then otters are sneaky.
Twinks can fly and do magic. Which is what most sci-fi is about.
That's actually what Republicans believe, too. So it's good to know.
Now, son, don't get too close. You might also grant your wishes, but the only wish he'll grant is fucking.
You see those lights in the forest? You mean lightning bugs, Dad? No.
Oh, no.
Twinks.
Those are twinks in the form of insects, as vampires do with bats.
Twinks become lightning bugs? Oh my God, that's amazing.
I heard in your first grade class you played Teddy Bear Picnic for my son, and I heard that is a stealth song about gay men fucking in the woods.
I will not allow my kids to be taught about how they have so much ass to eat that it's a picnic's worth of ass.
Yeah, if I go out in the woods tonight, they're going to get a big surprise, and it's going to be me committing a hate crime. What other
you teach this
guys? I don't know. I feel like there's a bunch of gay types of gay guy, but I really only know Twink, Otter, and Bear.
Come tribute gay guys get the power to bring back one member of the dead per lifetime.
Trying to do it to dead anime characters.
And they always waste their one time because the first one is always on an anime character, was never alive.
I'm bringing Goku back. He was going to come back anyway.
Exactly. It's like, well, you can't actually bring him back, but if the first time you come tribute, you happen to do it on RBG or whatever, she would have come back. But you selfish motherfuckers.
Contribute to RGB. That's amazing.
You sent me that one. Or not a picture of it, but you told me about that one. You're like, somebody contributed to RBG. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Why do you have a bunch of pictures of RBG with her lace ruffles photoshopped out? I put him back on. No, don't pick it up. You'll disturb it.
It's got to dry like that. I saw somebody did it. One of the ones that I was scrolling by, somebody did it on their phone, and I'm like,
ruining your phone. Print out a picture, you degenerate.
It's like, I didn't have a printer, but she deserved it. And I'm like, deserved what?
And so, like, haven't you ever accidentally gotten cum on your phone when you jerk it off, and it's awful? Why did you do it on purpose, sir?
I've accidentally gotten cum in my beard when jerking off, and I would not. Oh, no, I was fucking when I did that. I would not recommend it either way.
That's still funny.
Right here. It's the downfall of the
I would imagine. If it was like here, that'd be...
I got it in my eyebrows. What? It sounds like...
I'm extremely powerful and can no longer see out of my left eye.
You were aiming, sir. Here's a bank shot off the mirror. Not my fault.
It actually made a sound.
You know, like the sound a bad guy makes when he spits into a spittoon? That, but into my eye with semen.
That's bonus on you for that one.
You get into a Looney Tunes situation where it's like, you know, they shoot a bullet and it'll ricochet 1,000 times. And it's like dots.
You're just ducking in a bedroom.
It ricochets, hits the doorknob, ricochets back, opens the door, goes through it. It's in the living room. You're like, get down, honey, get down, get the kids out of here, go, go, go.
And then there's a shot that just has a white glob in the bottom that zooms around, and it's clearly just a guy with a camera.
Yeah.
That's what Hancock's cum should have done. Because remember the deleted scene in Hancock where he has to chuck a woman off of him when he's fucking, and then you see it cum shoot through the roof of a trailer?
Yeah.
It bounced around like flubber. That would have been better. That must have been the part of Hancock that was written by the guy that sucked that wrote the last half of Hancock.
When I said get off, I meant get off. So he's definitely killed a girl, just so we're clear.
Oh, for sure. The first time he had sex, he just
murked
a line of cum up her spine.
He opened a woman up. Just so we're clear.
It's like she was shot from inside.
Like somebody put a gun in her pussy and pulled the trigger.
Well, don't say it like that. I don't like the thing. I think it's very funny that Hancock killed a woman with cum, but it's not funny to do it with a gun.
Well, I mean, effectively it was the same result, just so we're clear.
I like imagine, no, like at a frat party, and someone's like, it's like a gun. Hey, whoa, Chad. It's funny to kill girls with cum, but not with a bullet.
Like, so you know how like when you come, the first few are extra strength, and then the strength like it gives off after time.
I come in one long string like that.
Well, most people, it's like 5 or 6. I like to imagine that the velocity slows down every time. So the first one's like a cannon, and the second one's like the speed of a horse or something.
When it goes so fast that like it boils because of all the energy.
It burns up, exiting the atmosphere.
The aliens are coming to Earth like they're advanced enough now, and then just contribute on their flying saucer windshield.
Yeah, well, it would go through and kill them because
It's
right,
yeah.
There are 2 things. One, he needs to dig up like a burr to bust into if he ever masturbates. You know, like a firing range has like a thick steel wall in the back, something to stop the bullets. He needs one of those. And 2,
I think he's got to jerk off outside and up every time.
or facing down, also acceptable.
Well, I guess up he might hit a plane.
Exactly. He's definitely killed, also destroyed a plane for sure.
Have you seen the remake of Sully? It's great.
This time it doesn't go into the engine. It absolutely decimates the air cabin pressure. Just disintegrates a toddler.
Not Sully, Flight. Your Honor, yes, I was zonked out of my mind, but I am on every flight. The reason this one crashed is because Hancock shot his cum into my engine.
Denzel Washington admits to doing cocaine, but blames it on fucking Will Smith.
Wasn't that was the premise of Flight, right? That like, yeah, he was crazy fucked up, but also he's always was and was still a good pilot, and it's not his fault they crashed?
I never saw it. I saw the first 5 minutes where he wakes up in a fucking hotel, does a line of coke, squeezes some chick's ass that he does not know, and then boards a flight and pilots it. And I was like,
You're like, I don't need to know anything else.
He's like, I get the idea. I know what this guy's about, and I like him already.
That was like the coolest thing to be in the 80s.
The coolest thing to me was anybody who did cocaine in the 80s, just so we're clear. Like,
Still now?
Yeah.
If you go to a drive-thru and you hand them a 20 that you have to unroll, they'll think that's cool and not pathetic.
They're like, this guy is definitely... No, if you have to unroll 100, then you're cool. But 20 is not...
If you unroll a single, they kill you.
If you unroll a single, they take it and spit at you. Even if they pull down their mask and spit at you.
If you're using a $1 bill, start smoking crack. Okay, don't.
I get it. If you have to spend all your money on cocaine, you can't afford cocaine. You're not in the league. Great show.
Like the idea of there's got to be one guy that buys coke for later.
He's like, yeah, give me like 3.5 grams. I think I'm going out of town next weekend. I'm going to do it then. And the dealer's like, yeah, sure, I'll see you tomorrow, dude. And then the dude doesn't see him for like 3 weeks. And he's like, yeah, just finished it up. Can I get some more for next time I go out of town? What the fuck?
Like, he does just come home from work and do one key bump.
He just does a few lines, gets a little excited about playing with the kids, and then calms down, has a few drinks, and goes to bed.
Kids, we'll fucking play tag or something.
Have you ever heard of this game, Red Rover? Dad, there are 4 people in the house. How would it work? We'll figure it out.
I'm the whole other team. Come at me, motherfucker.
Just taking on its
hunting 7-year-olds.
Yeah, you never hear about, like, the abusive cokehead father. There's the abusive... Yeah.
I like it. What about an abusive weed dad? It's like, hey, you fucking piece of shit, no one's going to love you. Well, you're too fucked up to hit me, but that did hurt. That's going to... I got to go to a therapist for that one.
Hey, you piece of shit, you're not going to help me finish all these cookies? Quitter.
Hey, man, you want a toke? That brings back really bad memories. Sorry, I don't smoke weed because my father was so...
My father used marijuana.
How'd you get all these really weird emotional scars? My father.
Why are you, like, sometimes cagey when you smell skunks? My father. Why are you no fun at parties? My father.
Why do you never trust anybody that uses flour? My father.
Why do you never go to festivals?
My father liked club trucks.
My father was a Molly user.
My father was a raver and a fiend. I mean, on the dance floor. He always made me feel like such a bad dancer.
My father said meow a lot. It's a reference to ketamine.
Is it?
Somebody will get it. Yeah, if you're in a festival and you're looking for ketamine, you meow. And that's it's ketamine cat. And that's how you find ketamine at a festival. By going, meow.
That's going to be a way that I accidentally get sold ketamine. Because often I will think of a cat and say to myself, meow. So, someone's be like, oh, you want some ketamine? And I'll be like, I was just thinking about what if a cat got into a bowl and slept in it, but sure.
I guess I'm doing ketamine. The best meme I've ever seen is ketamine, because why should horses have all the fun?
You know,
Also,
when I was younger, my uncle used to call me Special K.
That's a different thing.
And the cereal wasn't out then.
He also called me Retarded K, but that one, I don't like that one much. That one hurt.
Remember how, like, Special used to be polite, but now it's basically, like, diet retard?
It's emotionally disturbed classes. It's like, well, he's got an IQ of, like, 90, so he's fine, but not all there. So, his father was a drinker.
And hit him on the head real hard with a beer bottle, so don't make him the man.
What's the average? What's the normal IQ? 100?
It's supposed to be 100, yeah. But people keep getting smarter, so, like, a normal person from 1940 is technically mentally challenged now. No more stuff. I think someone used that to get people off a death penalty. Like, someone who didn't have a mental disability, but because they were born in 1940, their IQ was, like, 7. So they were, like, fully capable, and they were like, but Judge, technically, you cannot execute that man because he knows fucking nothing. And
then they brought him to Texas and executed him anyways.
And then they killed him anyway. Yeah, that fucking Supreme Court Justice, Amy Coney Island, her first vote was to kill someone.
What?
Yeah, the first thing that she voted on was like, yeah, execute that guy.
Like, when she got appointed?
On the Supreme Court, like, recently. Like, recently enough that I don't think he's dead yet, but he knows about it.
Good. What did he do?
I don't know. Something that he doesn't deserve to be murdered for, I'll tell you that.
There's a few things that you can get murdered for, but...
And it's not going to help.
Yeah, but if you were killing people outside of prison and they put you in prison and you just keep killing people in prison, then it's like, yeah, fucking kill this guy, okay?
No, I think he gets to leave then. If you kill enough prisoners, you're doing a service. If you get time behavior.
It's a punch system. You killed your 100th prisoner. You can go now.
I don't think that they should stop people from killing pedophiles. And they don't. Like, the guards walk away.
It's like, go ahead, kill him.
It's a real let them fight scenario.
Well, what's got to happen, then, is the pedophiles need to start going to the gym more. So we're just going to have a bunch of jacks pedophiles. Oh,
they're going to the gym.
They're not using the equipment.
Well, they're going to gym class.
Well, they're at least 150 feet away.
I just love kickball. Well, I don't think you do.
Just in
you
a little
can't name
league
a single
game.
kickball player in the professional league.
Just in a little league game. Oh, which one's yours? Hopefully, Jimmy. What? Hopefully.
Jimmy's mine. Well, I mean,
you got a hot kid. Don't
what are you making for dinner tonight?
I'll meet you at Chuck E. Cheese's. That's the usual hangout, right?
Did you, when you were a kid and you got home from school and saw the crock pot, did that like fill you with rage like it did me?
No, I love crock pot food.
No, good food doesn't come out of a crock pot, or it didn't when I was 12.
You had a bad cook.
No, I just didn't like. My parents made good meals.
No.
I hated it because I just want my meat and cheese.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Anyway, I guess this won't make sense because I thought hatred for crockpots was universal. But I was thinking of a pedophile like, I saw Jimmy's mom get the crockpot out this morning. Easy pickings.
I'm going to pick him up on the way home, offer him some pizza.
Hey, kid, do you want some food that you don't hate?
Little Caesars has to be responsible for a lot of pedophiles for that exact reason. Like, they have to answer for that.
Who is this guy that's like, I would like to kidnap a child. I'm not spending more than $5 on the bait, though.
They don't want you to be clear. To this day, you could kidnap me today with a Little Caesars pizza. It's a quality pizza for $5, just so we're all on the same page.
I don't like it that much anymore.
It's okay.
I ate a lot. I mean, for $5.
Yeah, it's a $5 full-size pizza. Their sausage isn't shit. Ask for pineapple on that shit. They look at you like you're retarded. They're like, do you get what's happening here? Eat it. Just eat it. It's $5.
Italian beef, Little Caesars pizza. No, you can't.
It's been $5 since you.
You're about to molest the most pretentious kid ever.
You know, he's not worth it. Just kill him. Unless it's Tom Holland, it's Tom Holland.
Stop showing my child all of your pictures of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. He doesn't like anime.
He might start. No, but Little Caesars has been $5 since I can remember. And
they're not keeping up with inflation.
Yeah, gas. The gas has been wildly fluctuated since I've been around.
Wait. This means Little Caesars was fucking us in 1999. If they can still make a profit now, how much were they making then?
Little Caesars used to be, like, the owner of Little Caesars used to own the world, and then he tried to charge $6 for pizza to adjust for inflation, and they're like, no. And now he's in the poorhouse because we're greedy.
You know what? We should get together and stab that guy.
No, he's poor now. He's one of us. Because he's still...
Caesar.
Nice.
The little guy that says pizza, pizza.
Well, yeah, he should get stabbed. Which, by the way, they haven't changed that in so long. They don't need. It's all perfect.
They don't need nothing.
He's really killing the game.
It's a valuable service. They barely need to advertise. They just need to get the word out. Yeah, it's pizza for $5. It's not good.
How's the pizza? It's $5. Yeah, but what's it taste like? It's $5. A whole pizza? Now you're getting it. A whole pizza for $5. The best pizza in town? $5.
My favorite online interaction I've ever had, it still is, it's been on top for years, is someone on Grindr goes, I'm a lot like Domino's. If I don't come in 30 minutes, it's free. And I said, I'm a lot like Little Caesars. Not great, but it's only $5. You have any pics? And I said, do you have $5? And they blocked me. Which is fun, because he wasn't hot. but I wanted to make the Little Caesars joke.
I feel like Grindr is, like, did you ever go fishing in a pond that was recently stocked before?
No, but I've been on Grindr, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you cast the line out there and you immediately get a bite and you're like, oh, today's going to be a good day, I guess.
There is that terrible phenomenon where Grindr says how recently you've been on Grindr. So if you've been on recently, people are more likely to message you. So then you get a bunch of notifications, and the only way you can clear those notifications is by going on to Grindr. And then you've been on Grindr. It's terrible. It's like that book, Catch-22.
Oh, God. You could just, turn off notifications.
I mean, I did now. I don't go on Grindr anymore because I ran out of pizza jokes.
On Grindr, you're like Jesus. That parable where it was like, cast the net on this side of the boat. I'm not getting any fish. And this side of the boat is Tinder. And then Jesus is like, cast the net on the other side of the boat. But Jesus, what's the difference? And the other side just says Grindr. Throws it over. Oh my God. He's like, yes. On Grindr. Jesus always believed that a mouth is a mouth. Which
I think Jesus could jerk off with the holes in his hands.
Yeah, probably.
I bet that's what he was thinking of up on the cross. This sucks because I'm going to be dead before I get to try this.
I think you can just, just do this. Like, he's Jesus, so fuck it. Just push out.
Just do that.
Good job.
I mean, he had to do it because he had to be a blood sacrifice for the sins of humanity.
Yeah, but why doesn't anybody else? Why doesn't anybody else just push out?
I bet they have I bet someone did at first, and then the Romans are like, we better make the head of the nails bigger.
And then the head of the nails are the size of your fucking palm, and you're like, fucked.
Actually, I think usually they just tied people up there because you were supposed to just die of thirst.
Eef. What a shit way to die.
Nails were overkill because they were like, we really hate this guy.
Yeah, imagine, how would you put a nail through both of your feet? Like, that's not gonna stay, dude. A nail through your feet to hold.
They figured it out. I mean, he did die.
No. What I'm saying is, your tendons aren't load-bearing tendons. Like, you're gonna fall off. It's gonna rip clean through.
Evidently not.
You're gonna get fucking Edward Scissorhands on all your fucking extremities.
My thing about Jesus dying was everyone's like, oh, Jesus suffered so much. I'm like, he had a bad weekend. He knew he was coming back. The reason crucifixion sucks is it's because of the last do. But if you're Jesus, you're like, wow, this sucks, but everybody doesn't have to go to hell now.
And then after this, it's a party till the end of the world for me.
Yeah. After this, I am the best guy, and everyone likes me.
Ever. Well, a lot of people don't, but that's just because
most people do. Nobody dislikes Jesus.
No, a lot of people don't like Jesus for the same reason that they don't like Rick from Rick and Morty. It's just that his fans are just trash, just hot bucket trash, just garbage fans.
Jesus was cool. He hated money.
Yeah, Jesus is great, but his fan base needs a fucking facelift for sure.
Some of them are strange.
Most of them, anybody who with the ability to look into space, the ability to see an astronaut in space and see a fucking computer screen and all this shit, and still is like, well, yeah, but Jesus was magic. It feels like.
No, that makes as much sense to me as it ever did. People think of Jesus as magic.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is these things are true, but then also Jesus is magic. I mean, the normal ones, the ones who you can't see the whites above and below their pupils, those ones, think evolution happened, but also Jesus.
There are Baptist colleges, fucking colleges, still not teaching evolution, down in the South.
That's so funny.
It's fucking. My friend went to school in Mississippi, and he was like, I was in biology, and we just kind of skipped over evolution. I'm like, fucking what? And he's like, yep. And he's like, luckily I'm in exercise science, so it doesn't fucking matter. But evolution isn't going to come.
Why they care about that so much?
Well, if you're going into animal medicine, evolution seems like it might play a part at some.
I don't know why like people who like creationists care that much.
Oh,
Like I bet like when people started talking about evolution, and then people got mad, they were like, "Wait, do you believe it was literally a talking snake and two people?"
you see the issue with that?
We all thought that was a metaphor, right? For
No, it's two people, and we're their great-grandchildren, and there's been no genetic diversity.
By the way, the craziest plot jump in the Bible is Cain and Abel are Adam and Eve's kids. They don't have a daughter. So even if there were incest involved, where did Noah come from?
There's a skip here. No, Cain and Abel, they were both evil, remember? So they fucked their mom.
No, Abel was good.
Oedipus.
Abel was good.
Oh, well, then Abel was good, so he got to fuck his mom.
That's it. That's it.
We did it.
And then when he was dead, Eve was like, "My son spins, no."
I assume that in this...
Into the bad guy in Beowulf.
Yeah, so Eve did have to go through hell when she left the garden. I bet everything was like fine. There was like food aplenty and stuff like that, but she had to fuck it. She was a broodmare until she died. It was just like...
Which, by the way, there are some stories in the Bible where like, that's why she eats the apple, because she's like, "I don't want to shit out babies forever. I want to have rights." and then, that's why pregnancy hurts, according to some Christians, because Eve ate the apple. And God was like, "All right, you know what? I was just going to make babies appear, but now you got to push them out of your pussy."
No, babies is a genetic incentive to have less children. I don't fucking know.
I think it's because our heads
are up there and there wasn't. What'd you say?
Most animals, it's easier because their heads aren't freakishly large.
Yo, look at my fucking great head.
Look at this. I'm cursed with consciousness, baby.
Hey, I'm just
Have you seen that dog on TikTok learning to be self-aware?
What?
There's a dog on TikTok that they taught like buttons things. The last one they did was...
I know, I saw the last
and she goes, "Who with this?"
Yeah, dude, it looked in the mirror in the way that a trained dog would, like, the dog looked at the mirror, they gave it a treat, and it was like, okay, I get this. And then they did.
Everything is real or fake on the internet. I mean, other people that might not actually exist. Just the concept of being a dog. Like, you don't think about shit. And then someone inflicts upon you consciousness. Like, if that really happened to that dog, if it is real, the dog is going to kill them.
Yeah.
It lived in a blissful primordial swamp of instinctual thoughts, and now it's like, I am aware of the fact that I am.
I have shame for the humps that I do, and that is not okay.
Right.
Chiba is smart, but blissfully ignorant.
I make fun of people who do cum tributes, but I'd love to just be jerking off on figurines and thinking it's fine.
And not have a
good life.
God, that'd be nice. Just have no self-awareness. Oh, God, I'd be so down. I have very little now, so if the rest could leave.
And like the people that wear, non-ironically, hoodies full of anime girls making orgasm faces.
Oh, dude, wallet chain people. If I could just walk around with a wallet chain.
I'm so pissed how many people are like, it'll be fine. And I'm like, I'm freaking out all the time about what people think, and I haven't come on anything today.
You have a picture of your waifu hanging above your bed on the ceiling. So we know that every time you lie down at night, you're looking at
that.
And a naked picture of an anime girl. You know what you're doing, but you're just like, here's my picture. Here's my jerkin picture. You like it? It's like, this is a weird conversation, buddy.
The guys that will Photoshop their waifu standing next to them in like profile pictures, they have
didn't
to
know Photoshop.
Oh, that's real. So why did they make that? What does that do for them?
They didn't know Photoshop before they did that Photoshop. They learned it specifically to do that.
Although maybe they
don't see a problem.
I've written a lot of music videos that are about how I have a girlfriend. So.
I think one day you'll find your girlfriend through that.
I'm just cycling through actors. That's why I'm doing that. I'm like, let's see if it feels right when I dance because I'm in love with you to this song from the 80s.
Let's have sex.
No, see, when I made a music video for Just Like Heaven by The Cure, it didn't feel like acting. Let's do a Kristen Stewart, Edward Scissorhands, whatever his name is.
What you need to do is do a shot-for-shot remake of Easy A, where you're Emma Stone, and then have a girl.
And girls are all paying to have sex with me, yes.
Exactly. There you go.
And I'd say Stanley Tucci is still there.
Still your dad. Your dad is still Stanley Tucci, but he's your stepdad. So when at the end he's outside with the lawnmower and the boom bag, it's like, you wanted to fuck me all along. And you're like,
and he says, ungird your loins. That's the difference, Stanley Tucci. What was I going to say? I had a fucking banger, but it's gone now.
I had one a little while ago too, and I fucking lost it. God damn it. This is the island of misfit bangers.
And the pedophile shows up there, and where they're like, that's not the kind of bangers we mean.
No,
Fucking assholes.
Oh, it's just a British pedophile, though. He's like, I'm here for some bangers and mash and a little bit of kittens.
What is that? Okay, by the way, bangers and mash? Like, what the fuck, man? How was that allowed?
Because it's mashed potatoes and sausage?
No, because that island is freakish and full of freaks, and everything is a wet pedophilia.
Well, yeah, a national running joke is that they're so incestuous that their teeth aren't proper. So, yeah. Is that, how do you think you get an entirely only white colony with fucked up teeth and like a little too translucent skin? They're all fucking each other.
They all talk like that. Do they know how they sound?
Accent the regional
is hilarious.
But then again, to be fair, look at trailer parks. Like, we have dental issues in trailer parks, not from genetic inbreeding, although that is present. We have
poverty and lack of dental care.
And meth, also meth.
Well, yeah, but that's also because of poverty.
No, yeah. Poor people aren't more inclined to do meth. They're just more inclined to afford meth, where a rich person could afford cocaine. Cocaine for all is the platform that I'm running on. Like, I don't think
most socialists in America will take you up on that shit.
I will too. Like, I'm not here to take meth away from parents with children. I'm just here to give them the opportunity to do cocaine.
I unironically think the government should give you cocaine, though.
No, I don't think it should give you cocaine. I think they should legalize all drugs and then regulate them. But
no, well, they should do that, but also the government should give you everything for free, including cocaine.
I'm okay with that as well.
You should be able to go to the DMV and be like, I want a gun, I want cocaine, I want a book. And they're like, you're entitled to that as a citizen.
Will you serve in our military? No, but I still want all of those things. And they're like, yes, Daddy.
No, I would serve in that military because it would be the military that won me the right to have boats and coke and guns.
That's fair. It's called a militia.
I want to do cartel shit, but it's not a cartel because the drug is legal.
Oh, yeah. No, you want to do Venezuela. Just have the cartel own the government instead of having a corporation own the government. That's the difference. Yeah.
Cartels are corporations.
Different types.
That's why Pablo Escobar wasn't cool, actually, because he did capitalism.
Yeah, but the difference between cartels and corporations is that a cartel will openly execute somebody because they're like, well, we're breaking the rest of the laws, whereas a corporation is like, we'll execute somebody, but we're not going to tell you about it.
Anyway, cartels, by the way, like, make it very obvious, like, this is what business owners would do if they didn't have to not. Like, they do just want to kill you for making them lose money.
Are you sick of pesky morality? Well, try sidestepping it by becoming a cartel leader.
Try selling something illegal.
Then morality doesn't even play a factor. It's already illegal. What's going to happen?
See, if I shoot you in the face, I'm going to get a 120-year sentence. If I don't, I'm going to get a 90-year sentence. So listen, buddy.
Getting shot in the face.
How many holes you got in your face right now? There's going to be 6.
Okay.
Ears don't count. I wasn't counting ears.
What do you? Mouth, nostrils. Oh, eyes.
Eyes.
Eyes are like kind of hoes. I don't know if I count eyes as holes in your face. They're filled.
Well, no, the eyes aren't a hole in your face. The sockets are a hole in your face. Your mouth has teeth in it.
Yeah, but it's not. I can't open my eyes wide enough to present empty space. Stop.
Does that do it?
I guess a little. Yeah. You win this round. Eyes are technically holes in your face.
I fully believe that a vagina remains a hole when there's a penis in it. Therefore, your eye sockets remain holes with your eyes in them.
Yeah, but the penis leaves.
The penis leaves.
At least
That's the title of this episode. The penis leaves.
Oh, damn. That is a good title. Don't let me forget that.
It's like things fall apart, but it's the penis leaves.
I gotta write that down before I forget it.
The falcon cannot hear the falconer, turning and turning in the widening penis.
It's just existential quotes.
I am Ozymandias, king of kings. Look upon my cock, ye mighty, and despair. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I fucked the one less traveled by.
No. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood.
Two legs diverged in a yellow wood.
Ah!
The yellow is blonde pubes.
Which are impossible.
And I guess one side of the pubes is shaved?
Two roads diverged. Two legs diverged in yellow.
I've got the poem right here, so let's do this.
Boo! You've got the poem.
Yeah.
Boo!
Framed.
Boo! Did Robert Frost himself write that poem?
No, my aunt did for my dad, and then he gave it to me.
That's kind of shitty that your dad regifted that. It's like you
also probably gave it to me because he misunderstood the poem like everybody does.
Yeah, it's about cocaine, just like every other good poem.
Yeah, Robert Frost, you liked him some snow.
It was about him.
Woods on a snowy evening is about passing a giant pile of coke that you can't snort.
No, the two roads diverging in yellow wood is him trying to find his drug dealer, but there are two roads and the drug dealer is not specific enough as to which one to go down.
Nothing Gold Can Stay is just like literally about how fast cocaine goes.
And the reason that he took the road less traveled is because he assumed that's where the drug dealer would be.
You would think the drug dealer wants to be out of the way.
Yeah, he wants to be. He doesn't want to be too close.
Nature's first leaf is a flower, a coca flower.
You know that they use gasoline to make cocaine? That's why it's
that's why it makes you go fast like a car.
There's a documentary on Netflix.
Cocaine way more than I've ever done cocaine.
Same. There's a documentary on Netflix.
Fun to talk about.
Drugs Inc. And it shows you the process. It literally shows you, here's how to make cocaine. But the process is so insane that they're like, nobody's going to fucking...
You're not going to actually do it.
Yeah, because it's like, you need turpentine and fucking... and gasoline and an open area to dump all this shit in. And then you've made it...
of murderers to get it to America.
Yeah. And then after you've made it and you see the finished product, you're not like, I want to put that in my body. You're like, that's mostly gasoline.
I don't know, dude.
No, it's like once you see how a McChicken is made, you don't want a McChicken.
Do you not eat McChicken still, though?
I've never seen how one is made on purpose so I can continue eating them.
You ever
I would be the guy who still eats Soylent Green.
A guy shows a room full of kids, like, how they make chicken McNuggets, which is just by, like, grinding up the whole chicken. and then he goes, would any of you like some McNuggets now? And they all go, yeah, I love chicken nuggets.
They just didn't put two and two together.
I think they don't care. I don't.
I mean, yeah, have you seen how wild animals eat things? They eat them while alive, asshole first.
That shit, kill it, you asshole.
What?
Every time a lion is eating a zebra that's still alive, I'm like, can you just, I get you gotta eat, but get the throat and then return to the asshole.
No, it's a predation thing. It's like your kill will be taken from you. You need to ingest as much as possible as soon as possible, so that when your kill is inevitably taken from you, then you've eaten enough that it's not
They should
life.
make agreements with the other animals to not do that. I bet it'd be easier to hunt if they were to pave sections of the savannah. All right, they wouldn't even need to hunt if they just got jobs.
These lazy animals out here. Just.
Do you know how often I will start making suggestions and I'm like, I'm just suggesting society.
What they need to do is form some sort of a coalition where the smaller animals get their fair.
They're like, it sucks that like animals have to eat each other. They should figure out a way to like not have to do that. They should make some rule. Oh, someone who was totally naked and shitting in a bush had this idea, and then he went to his buddy and was like, let's turn a wolf into a dog.
They're like, have you ever had peanut butter? No? Wait a couple 100 years, man. You're going to love it.
Because let me tell you something. In 100 years, the consistency and color of what I just put in that bush is going to exist, but it's going to taste like nuts.
And be delicious. You
And
can
not eat my bad shits, because I assume prehistoric humans had just the worst shits.
Yeah, it couldn't be good. Yeah,
Low battery.
I'll eat a burger. Oh, I think you don't have to do anything about that low battery. I think we're good on time.
No? Okay. I do still have to charge my phone, but I guess not now.
All right, well, this has been It's Just Bits Zoom edition. We'll do an
Zooming for damnation.
Zoom in.
Too bad that I already came up with the penis leave. You already came up with the penis leaves. Zoom damnation would be good.
Also good. We can save that one. All right, follow us on everything. Wherever you listen to this, you can also listen to it on Spotify and CastBox, at the Connor Ford, at Kellen_Frank.
You can patch into the CIA that's listening to me.
DM Kellen on Twitter to convince him to see a therapist, and also subscribe to our Patreon.
I'm still going to believe the CIA is watching me when I get a therapist.
Oh, yeah, also link.tree/It's Just Bits is everything. So, just that one. That's the easiest.
Keep your eyes out for our new mascot. He's coming soon. He's currently being created in a government lab out of the parts of raccoons that were humanely killed by cars. Soon he will be the mascot of our podcast.
His name is Ijib, and he's Muslim.
Is he Muslim? I thought he was just given that name. He can be Muslim. I don't care.
Oh, well, let's just say he joined the Muslim Brotherhood.
He's certainly a fan of Palestine, but I feel like being...
I don't know if we're going to go that far. I still haven't done the research, man. I'm not picking sides yet.
I think it would be troublesome for a raccoon to be any religion that has dietary restrictions. So, he also can't be Hindu, because he doesn't know what he's eating out of that trash can.
He's like, oh, is this an Arby's? I don't know if I can eat Arby's.
Do that. Yeah, I'm the raccoon that hangs out at the dumpster of the halal place, because we're killed in a foul manner.
That raccoon was wearing a turban, wasn't it? Yes, it was.
You're thinking of Sikhs.
That raccoon prays 5 times a day towards the east, right?
It would be adorable to see a little raccoon doing prayers.
All right.
Allahu Akbar with his little hands.
With their little creepy hands.
His tiny hands clasped in prayer to Muhammad, peace be upon him.
He eats a picture of Muhammad, not because it had sauce on it, but because no picture of Muhammad should exist.
Is he half Catholic, half Muslim? Because he is in the IRA.
Well, yeah, he converted. He joined the Muslim Brotherhood.
But he still has to hate Protestants, I guess.
Well, yeah, I bet Muslims do, just so we're clear.
Everybody does. They suck.
They do. They suck. If you're Protestant, stop listening to this podcast, take a moment, go kill yourself, okay?
Which, you'll go to heaven with Jesus or whatever the fuck.
Just so we're clear, not if you were raised Protestant. I was raised Christian.
If you convert to Protestantism, actually, people who convert to Catholicism, those are the real freaks.
They're all freaks. Converting
all good people were raised Catholic. All good people were raised Catholic.
That is what started the Crusades, just so we're clear. That sentence.
Yeah,
what
but
if we could just what if we could just raise more people Catholic? I think I have an idea.
And then eventually they were just like, I don't know, send the kids.
Oh, God. Christianity has been consistently good all the time.
Yeah, no notes.
No notes. Keep it up. Jesus' act. There was a second coming of Jesus. He was here for 15 minutes. He only spoke to one dude named Mark. And he was just like, no notes. Just keep it up, man.
Keep doing what you're doing. I don't even think you needed to do Vatican II. Vatican I was enough.
And now it's Mark's telling of it, just so we're clear. Secondhand witnesses saw Jesus leave very sad.
It's Karl
What's
Marx.
happening?
You're saying Jesus appeared to Karl Marx?
What?
You're saying Jesus appeared to Karl Marx?
No, Mark. Just a dude.
No. Nope. Marx.
I'm going to end this now because of that. Bye, everybody.
Marx is a prophet.
You're a bad person.